There's one last thing to do, and that's export our final QuickTime movie. So let's go down to our timeline, and we're going to go to the work area bar. And we would like the work area bar to span the time between the beginning of the timeline and then to where we put our fade out for our audio and for our last image. So if I wanted to, I could start to drag to the very last keyframe. And if I hold the Shift key, it's going to snap at that very last keyframe. So what we've just done is we've defined the movie part to be exported, or our timeline to be exported between those 2 points in time. And I'm going to hit Command S to save. Now, with that defined, I'm going to go to Composition, and I'm going to choose Add to Render Queue. And when I do, my timeline is hidden by a thing called the Render Queue. And once again, you'll see blue text, which means we can edit these functions. Now, the first thing we want to do is click on the blue text next to Output Tool. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to give this a name. I'll call it My First M-O-V-I Movie, and the date. And I'm going to make sure that it goes someplace where I can find it. Now, it's probably a good idea to put it inside the folder where the content resides. You'll see down at the bottom the format is QuickTime. That can be left as is. It's exactly what we want. And then I'm going to hit Save. I'm now going to go over to where it says Output Module. And once again, I'm going to click directly on the blue text, Lossless. And when I do, an Output Module window comes up. And this is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Once again, you'll see the format is QuickTime, and video output is RGB. That's standard color mode for screen usage. And then we're going to go over and we're going to click on Format Options. Now, usually the default setting is animation, which is a high compression codec, uncompressed imagery, essentially. And that's not what we want. We anticipate this is probably going to be used for some sort of a mobile device. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to go down till I get to H.264. H.264 is pretty much an industry standard today for media that is deployed out online on mobile devices, computers, etc. So this is going to be kind of a workhorse if you create content. So I'm going to click on that, like so. And I'm going to leave the quality as is, and I will click OK. I'm going to come down and make sure that my audio is on. And usually with this version of After Effects CC, the audio output is automatic. You have the option to turn it off if you want, but in this case, we're going to leave it as is. Now, we don't have to really entertain compression codec for audio. Very often when you deploy it online, if you put it on YouTube or Vimeo, the applications will compress both video as well as audio. So it really is not something you have to be concerned about. Just make sure it's on. I'm going to click OK. In the upper right-hand corner now, you'll see the word render in white with a blue background. I'm going to click on it, and a blue bar will crawl across the screen. And if your audio is turned on, you'll hear a ding when the compression and export process is done.